Hi! In the last video I spoke about keeping a dream journal as a memory aid for dream recall, and how just simply focusing on the subject could lead to you having a lucid dream. I also spoke about how your chances would be greatly increased if you perform an exercise called a reality check.
Always question yourself, is this real or dream?
A reality check is an exercise that is carried out several times a day, where you question yourself whether you're dreaming or not. Along with the questioning, you do a reality test, which can be anything that bends the laws of physics. Some popular reality tests are pushing your finger against the palm of your hand to see whether it goes through, or doing a small jump to see whether you go higher than normal, or start to hover, or even take off and fly. The idea with the regular reality checks is that it'll become a habit, and eventually you'll do the reality check while you're actually dreaming. And of course, when you do, the laws of physics will bend, and your finger will go through your hand, or you will take off and fly when you do your little jump. You can do your reality check as many times a day as you like, the more the better. And you can have an alarm on your phone to remind you to do your checks, or you could do it along with some other daily routine, like every time you go to the toilet, or you could have a reality check card, like this one. Every time you see it in your wallet, you remember to do your test. If you'd like one of these cards for free, there's details and a link in the description below. A reality check will also come in handy if you become lucid in a dream by some other means, because sometimes you can just naturally become aware that you're dreaming. But even the most advanced lucid dreamer can be so utterly convinced by how real the whole dream seems that they just can't believe it. So the reality check can become a confirmation that you're dreaming. When I was a boy, I would talk about dreams with my brother before I went to sleep, and I would often find myself continuing the conversation in a dream, and then I would realise that I was dreaming. I'd then go downstairs to go out and explore the dream world, but I'd find myself standing at the front door in my underpants, the cold wind coming in from outside, and I'd start to doubt whether I was dreaming or not. So I'd then go back inside and into the living room where my mum was. And my mum was someone who would never say bad words. She would never swear. So I would wait until she came out with an expletive so that I would know that I was dreaming. I'd sometimes wait several minutes, and then she'd say something like, "I'll go and get your dad's tea on, the old will be home soon." And then that was it. I knew I was definitely dreaming, because it was so out of character for her. Of course, I would often wait several minutes for this reality test to play out, so I wish I had known about simple reality tests back then, because they're a quick and effective way of confirming whether you're dreaming or not. So as I said, you want the reality check to become a habit, but you don't want it to become something that you do on autopilot. You want to be in the moment and fully engaged when you do the test. Also, you don't want to become complacent with it. You don't want to be thinking, "I don't need to do it, I know I'm awake, look, my finger didn't go through my hand." And you don't want to be self-conscious either when you do your test, because all of these things will carry over into the dream and they'll affect the outcome. So for instance, if you do the reality check on autopilot, or you're complacent during the check, you'll be half expecting it not to work, and it probably won't. If you're self-conscious when you do your reality check, then you'll probably end up looking for somewhere in private where you can do the test, where nobody's watching you, and again, you might miss the opportunity. So personally, I would recommend, if you're in public, just put your hand up in the air, jump and shout, "Reality test!" And this will make such an impression in your mind that you're guaranteed that it will work. But it's entirely up to you how you carry out your reality check. It's a matter of finding something that works for you personally. And if you want to even sit in your mum's living room and wait for her to start cursing, that's your choice. But I would recommend picking a test that's going to result in something miraculous happening when it works in the dream, because then you'll be left in no doubt that you are indeed asleep and dreaming. Of course, dreams are naturally full of miraculous events anyway, and learning to look out for these weird and wonderful things is another way of achieving lucidity, and it's one that we'll look at in the next video, recognising dream signs. Thanks for watching.